Believe in the light. Believe in each other. suffer no evil.
Believe in the reality you wish. You could have everything. That scent. Delicious. Such a wondrous flavor. Forgive me. A lapse in judgment. Momentarily. What I sense within you satisfies my curiosity and that of my lord for the moment. As does the strength of your desire. Or the image of what you need in your mind. Wish into existence the forgotten detritus of a distant world.
We have both components now. Let's see if Kavar can repair the weapon for us.
How have you fared?
I've acquired all the missing components. Can you fix the weapon?
What? How did you? This is unexpected. I believed this weapon would be forever broken. Like the world it comes from. I would be honored to restore it. It is done. Great creation of the Elixir. Fragment of former glories. Honor this legacy well. Favored one.
Thanks, Kavar. The splicers won't know what hit them.
Now that we fixed the weapon, let's talk to Mu Ying about our next steps.
Wolf. Still an unfamiliar name, but can't deny it fits. In its own way.
There you are, Wolf.
I heard you have some good news, Mu Ying.
We've discovered the key to getting communications back online. The quantum tuner. A golden age creation responsible for quantum signal processing and transmission. The core of global communication technology. But finding it is the tricky part. All our attempts so far have turned up nothing. Now there's only one place left where we might find a lead. The data center on the outskirts of Jiangxi Metro. I'd like to ask you to sneak in there and see what you can find on the quantum tuner.
The data center? But that place was captured by the Fallen a long time ago. And with all due respect, can we actually find any useful information under the Fallen's nose?
Don't worry, I've arranged a guide for you. Ayuela has already set off. You can meet at the data center.
That's surprising. I mean, Mu Ying tried to prevent Ayuela from joining our operation not too long ago.
Maybe it's because Ayuela's growth speaks for itself.
Well, the terminals you're looking for are in the building ahead. Follow me. There are Fallen up ahead. I'll cover you from here.
Wolf, there's a terminal here. I tried to restore the data here and found that most of it dated back to 14 years ago.
14 years ago?
Something wrong, Ayuela?
Oh, it's nothing. Probably just a coincidence.
Can you find anything related to the quantum tuner?
I'll give it a try.
Authenticate manually? Wait, what's that?
A program? Looks more like a game. And a well-coded one at that.
This interface is familiar. Try to move the pieces on the screen, Wolf. Every puzzle has a solution. Rotate these prisms so that the light can pass through. It gets a bit harder with each stage you clear.
Ayuela, you seem kind of familiar with this program.
Well, it's similar to a game that my mother and I used to play.
Your mother? I don't think you've mentioned her much before.
She disappeared when I was just a kid.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Zev, have you found anything useful?
This terminal doesn't have the quantum tuner's location, but I did find its ID. That's something, right? We can use the ID to search for it at another terminal. Time to go. Actually, the logs show that a number of people have tried to retrieve the data here. But strangely, they stopped doing that 14 years ago. It's like they gave up or something.
Truth be told, this place is more like an abandoned battleground than a data center.
I know. The terminals in this room have been damaged. There's no way to extract data from them. What happened?
There must be some other clue as to tell us what went down here back then.
Huh. Perhaps we can check the holographic recording here. Allow me. Your intuition is right, Wolf. It appears these terminals were damaged in a fallen attack. Looks like the Lightbearers suffered heavy casualties trying to guard this place. Wait, why did they suddenly withdraw before the standoff ended?
Because Radagast ordered them to retreat.
Ayuela, you okay? You don't look too good.
I remembered. This data center. Jiangxi Metro's data archaeologists originally set their sights on it.
Data archaeologists?
In order to use Golden Age technology to restore Jiangxi Metro, those scholars snuck in under Radagast's protection on a recovery mission. But the price of victory was likely too high for Radagast, so he suddenly withdrew all the armaments. Without any light bearers to protect them, they had no choice but to halt the recovery efforts. My mother was one of the data archaeologists. I never saw her again after that.
I'm sorry to hear that. And I'm sorry for your loss.
I think Radagast sees things from a different perspective. He has to consider humanity's survival, our future. Though, sometimes even I can't understand some of his decisions.
Maybe. Now's not the time to be talking about that, though. We should move on and find the quantum tuner. This is one of the data archaeologists? Someone came in here after Radagast retreated. Follow her.
I think I might be able to get this door open. Just a moment. Here, this terminal's working. It's the authentication program again.
This program is my mother's. There's no mistaking it. But what's it doing here?
The log shows hundreds of failed attempts to access the terminal. Oh, I've got it! The program's a firewall, meant to stop the Fallen from stealing the data. It looks simple enough to crack, but the Fallen couldn't make heads or tails of it. Using this difference in thought patterns, it's brilliant. It's the same as the previous scan. The record stops at a certain point, presumably when Lord Radagast retreated. Hang on. Someone re-uploaded the data in the protection program. Alachio?
Alachio? That's my mother. This date. It's when she disappeared.
Looks like Alachio still returned to the data center after Radagast retreated, and the place was captured by the Fallen.
She came here and faced the Fallen alone? It was a brave decision. Heroic, even.
Maybe others would see it like that. But as her daughter, she chose to abandon me.
Ayuela, maybe your mother had no choice but to do it for you, and for humanity as a whole.
She devoted her entire life to a return to the so-called Golden Age, and what did she get? Her lord's betrayal. That's how her great life ended.
Ayuela, I have no right to judge the history between Radagast and Jiangxi Metro, but I believe that this wasn't your mother's end. The legacy that your mother left behind flourished 14 years later, and became the key to our fight against the Fallen. That's something beyond even the Lightbearer's capability. Countless mortals like your mother laid down their lives to protect the flame of hope. And it's thanks to them that humanity didn't perish with the Golden Age.
Maybe. But does it justify a mother abandoning her child?
Sorry to interrupt, but I found the quantum tuner's installation and maintenance log based on the ID. The records show that it was sent to a higher-level research base during the Golden Age. It hasn't been activated since, so it's probably still sealed there.
Can you find out where it is?
Unfortunately, the data is seriously corrupted.
A large data center like this should have a centralized backup lab. Keep pushing. As long as we find a terminal that can connect to the data backup, we'll be able to reveal the final coordinates. Looks like this is the lab where the data backups are stored. No response?
This terminal ran out of power a long time.
There are standby power switches here. Wolf, you turn this one on. I'll turn on the one on the other side. Uh-oh. All this noise is going to draw the Fallen.
Wolf, Iorela, buy me some time. Got it. A blank screen? Did it fail? No. Wait, something's here. If you're an ally from Jiangxi Metro, then I welcome you. I am the leader of a team of data archaeologists from Jiangxi Metro, Alachio. I have uploaded and encrypted all of the data. The technology of the Jiangxi Metro gorillas can help you decrypt it. Please use this precious data for good. It will play an irreplaceable role in the restoration of Golden Age civilization. I downloaded the encrypted data that Alachio uploaded. The gorillas should be able to decrypt it and get us the quantum tuner's current location.
And let's give Mu Ying the good news.
Wait,
We did it! Hold on, not yet. Data ward.
it was specially designed by my mother. She once taught me how to use it. Here, like this.
Data Warden. Ice Arrow authentication detected. Special message loading. Special message loaded.
If you are able to receive this message, then you must be the one I've been waiting for. I'm sure you've been waiting a long time to hear from me, Ayuela. I was numb and lost, despairing over what had happened and struggling to find the meaning of my existence. Until I gave birth to you, Ayuela. The moment you opened your eyes in my arms, I realized that there was still hope. You are my hope. I'm sorry that I had no choice but to leave you when you were young. Please forgive me. I had to keep the light of hope alive for humanity. And for you. I believe that at some point in the future, you will be able to understand everything. Though the light of hope be faint, we shall shield it with our flesh and blood.
Hope, huh? Some people give everything for that vague little word. Was my mother one of those people?
Your mother was a hero.
Thank you, Wolf. I want to stay for a while and take a look at her final resting place. I need some time as well to understand everything she said.
You guys are back. Any luck?
The quantum tuner is being kept in some secret research base, and the data associated with it is encrypted. We'll need to decrypt it to get any answers.
This is indeed the data archaeologist's technology. Leave it to Zhang Wenbin. I'll let you know if there's any...
We found traces of Alechio in the data center, plus a message she left for Ayuela. Is that why you let her come along?
These past years, I've been wondering how to tell Ayuela the truth. But perhaps it was for the best that she found out on her own. I just don't know if she'll be able to understand what Alechio did. She's still young, but one day she'll grow up to be a great leader, just like her mother. Talk to you later.
Let's hurry up. Out on the battlefield is where we make a difference. Not here.
Easy, champion. Let me finish scanning your body index first.
The light chose us to bear its power. We cannot wield it recklessly, but we must wield it all the same. Keeping this one. Yeah, I'm not going to howl for you. The name's a metaphor.
I took some pictures of you fighting in the battle yesterday. You want to check?
Why not? I bet I look good.
There's much to...
I'll become the leading... Unless everything's possible, right?
I'll blast through whatever I have to.
Hey, that tickles.
I'm here to help.
of light!
Ah, there you are. I've heard that some among you Lightbearers also favor the bow. Then you must also be well aware of the bow's advantages. Their attacks are stealthy, maintenance is easy, and they don't jam like guns. Plus, they're quite elegant, don't you think? Our guerrillas enjoy using bows on covert operations, especially Ayuela. Only problem is, we never seem to have enough arrows. The logistics team's been hard at work keeping us stocked up, but we could always use more. Our archers would really appreciate it if you could help us retrieve some arrows. These domestic robots have an item tracking feature. I've set my arrows as the target. The bots just need protection, so don't stray too far, okay?
Hostile units detected ahead. Entering defense mode. Defensive mode deactivated. Continuing in tracking mode.
This is Ayuela's favorite arrow. Well done. She'll be thrilled. The supply... Thank you for helping us retrieve these arrows. If you encounter these trackers in the wild again, please make sure to follow them for a while.
Ah, Lightbearer, I've been waiting for you. My name is Amu Atu. I'm responsible for maintaining a Jiangsu Metro's food and water supply. To cut to the chase, an urgent matter has come up.
How can we help?
Do you know why we can drink clean water and grow grains and vegetables at Jiangsu Metro in the first place? It's thanks to our water filters. Unfortunately, those filters have been used up. If this continues, our supplies won't last long. Oh, because of the collapse, the snow here contains too many heavy metals, making it unsuitable for direct consumption. Yes, my colleague Agan previously found them outside the metro, but she's been locking herself in the greenhouse lately, ignoring even me. Agan! Ah! Thankfully, she's taken me to the place where she usually collects filters before, so I know right where to send you. It's up to you now, Lightbearer. It seems you've reached the Golden Age ruins. The guerrillas cleared a path previously. Please bring back some supplies on your way.
There are clothes, compressed biscuits, and even canned meat.
Canned meat, a rare find indeed. Could you bring some back for me?
According to my scan of the ingredients, they're still edible.
Of course, these were supplies used exclusively by Golden Age astronauts. After all, I'm not even sure they can spoil. Ah, to have experienced the Golden Age.
Supplies acquired. But there's no signs of filters around here. Let's check further ahead.
Amu, there's nothing here except the Fallen.
Hehe, these Fallen are exactly what we're looking for. Have a look at them.
The activated carbon in this Fallen's mask acts as its filtration system. Does that mean the masks are the filters Amu wants?
Ugh, this kinda grosses me out.
Amu, we found a filter on the Fallen.
Great, but one filter might not last until Agan can get back to work. Could you help me collect 2 more, just to be safe?
Okay.
Blade of light! Light surges within the blade.
These should be enough. Let's head back to the station.
It's finally over.
Lightbearer, glad to see you've returned safely. Haha, you have my sincerest thanks.
So, the residents of Jiangxi Metro don't ever get suspicious about the source of the filters?
I admit it's a bit disgusting, but it's thanks to the Fallen's breeding filters that we have clean water. Agan, come on out! The Lightbearer brought us canned meat.
A gun is a dog?
Not just any dog, as I said, as long as she's healthy, she's able to find filters with no problem at all. At any rate, thank you, Jiangxi Metro has been saved once again. Now that Agan's cheered up, everything's going to be okay. Thank the nice light bearer, Agan.
Target's coordinates overlap with the hostile unit's coordinates ahead. Action priority update. Eliminate hostiles.
You found it that quickly? You really are the right one for the job.
It requires a lot of care.
Get back.
What this world needs is fairness and justice. Though few people really, I'll become the leading shield and bring glory to Haven. So-called heroes will spend their entire lives pursuing their own great unknown. Maybe one day I'll invite Scory to witness my heroic tales. Everyone has times when they don't want to be disturbed. Even heroes. Maybe I'll be remembered as the man who grew palma figs in a Zone 4 climate. Sounds good, doesn't it? Sounds like a hero.
We're taking back this world together.
Somebody's super hyped today, huh?
I'm here to help. The Howl is ready!